Talking now about the noun in Arabic, or ism, its plural is asma, meaning nouns or names. We mentioned previously that the Arabic concept of nouns is broader than in English. In English, nouns are the names of people, like Zaid, the names of places, like London, or the names of things, like book. In Arabic, however, we can add a number of other words to this category. Adjectives, like generous or red. Demonstratives, like this or that. Adverbs, like quickly. Superlatives, like biggest. Pronouns, like he or she. Relative pronouns, like who or which. And numbers, like 3. There are 2 main points to note for ism. Number 1. An ism will have an inherent meaning. By this I mean, when you hear it, you'll think of something. So for example, if I said to you house, we think of something like a house. Or if I said to you beautiful, one might think of the full moon or a flower. We all know what beauty means for us, even though it may be subjective. In contrast, if I said the words in, or to, or and, without any context, nothing specific comes to mind. We'll talk more about these kind of words when we speak about harf. The second point to note is, an ism will not be linked to a particular time frame or tense. For example, if I say pen, or they, or slowly, there's no time frame linked here. In contrast, if I said she studied, or he is helping, or they will play, each of these has a time frame linked to it. She studied is the past tense, he is helping is the present tense, and they will play is the future tense. There are a number of signs to recognize an ism from the other 2 types of words, i.e. fi'l, which is a verb, and harf, which is a particle. Of those signs, I'm going to mention 6 here. The first is the definite article. Any word prefixed with a definite article is a noun. For example, al-Qur'anu, alhamdu, meaning praise, and as-sama'u, meaning sky. The second sign is the double vowel, or in Arabic we call this tanween. So any word that ends in a tanween, whether that's fathatain, kasratain, or dammatain, will be a noun. For example, rasulun, kitaban, or qalamin. Rasulun meaning a messenger, kitaban meaning a book, or qalamin meaning a pen. The third sign is the round ta. This is called ta marbuta in Arabic and is usually a sign of femininity. So any word that ends in a ta marbuta will be a noun. For example, jannatun, which means a garden. Al-fatihatu, which means the opening. Or mar'atun, which means a woman. The fourth sign is the genitive case. Any word that ends with an original kasra or kasratain is a noun. For now, we'll say that this is just one of the signs of the genitive case. So for example, al-Rahmani, al-Ardi, which means the earth or the land, jariyatin, which means a ship. The fifth sign is dual and plural words. Any word that is dual or plural will be a noun. So for example, we've got muslimani, which means 2 Muslims, mu'minuna, which means 3 or more believers, sabiratun, which means 3 or more patient women. And finally, we've got the described word. Any word that has been described with an adjective will also be a noun. E.g., rahmatun wasi'atun. The word wasi'ah describes the word rahmah, and so we'll know that the word rahmah is a noun, meaning a vast mercy. Al-kitabul mubinu. So similarly, the word al-mubin describes the word al-kitabu, so we'll know that the word kitab is a noun, meaning the clear scripture or the clear book. And finally, rasulun aminun. The word aminun describes the word rasul, so we'll know that the word rasul is also a noun. meaning a trustworthy messenger.